time. We therefore want to state that we will not fail in our duty and responsibility given to us as mandate by the Nigerian people to ask our supporters to march down to INEC offices nationwide in a non-violent protest, which is allowed by law.
Since when the INEC talk say dem stubborn, now the Labour Party people wey be say dem dey call themselves Obidient, now with their leaders wey be Peter Obi don talk say dem no go silent o. E be like say dem dey fair dey do am to according to the rules, say make dem follow the rules. Since wey INEC no wan cooperate, dem go carry protest to go meet INEC for their office, to march go their office to start right now. He said because dem fair dey do am in a very way wey be say dem dey respect the rules, dem dey respect the law. But since we INEC no wan respect the law, e be like say dem go do am hand to hand o, my people. Now dem dey call on the rest people say make dem get up, because dem fair dey tell their people say okay o, make una wait for the court to make the decision. Since wey be say the INEC no wan lis ten to the court, and the thing wey be say the court grant say make Peter Obi get access to the election materials and the beavers also end, INEC refuse to allow Peter Obi to get access to it. That is why they are now saying they are calling on their people to march, make dem carry protest to go meet INEC and carry protest go court, my people. Una fair know say Peter Obi fair talk say nothing like protest for front of the court, but the way the matter take dey go, so e be like say protest wan start everywhere, so that if they do the protest, the INEC go release the original result and also let the lawyers of Peter Obi from the Labour Party get access to the election materials and also to the beavers.
My name is Dr. Yunus Atanko. I am the chief spokesperson of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council. These text statements become very urgent and expedient. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, with greatest impunity have refused, neglect and failed to obey the order of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Abuja, who made on the 3rd of March 2023, directing it to grant the Labour Party and its presidential candidate, His Excellency Peter Gregory Obi, leave to apply and receive from INEC certified true copies of the material used in the presidential election held on the 25th of February 2023. It will be recalled that the aforesaid order of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal was duly served on INEC on the 3rd of March 2023, despite the fact that they were present and represented at the tribunal when the order was made. Not minding the service of this said order on INEC, and a reminder letter dated on the 6th day of March 2023, and delivered same date at the INEC headquarters Abuja, the electoral umpire has continued to ignore or disobey the valid order of such magnitude till now. It should be noted that in a democracy like ours, rule of law must triumph, and not only in our legal system, but also in our body politic as a whole. Parties to a litigation, like in the instant case, must accept and obey every order of the court in good faith. And no party should be seen to employ self-help to disrespect or disparage the order of the court, which if not checked and curtailed, could possibly undermine our democracy, rule of law, and constitutionalism. The action of INEC under reference also constitute, for all intent and purpose, an act of judicial insubordination and willful refusal to comply to the order of court. As we speak, INEC has chosen to obey the order of court given to it to reconfigure the beavers machine, which they are doing right now, and ignoring the order granted to us to inspect the electoral material. We therefore call on the general public to note the level of lawlessness and bizarre disobedience to lawful order of a court by an important statutory agency such as INEC, and which is a well-calculated attempt to undermine and frustrate the presentation of the petition by the Labour Party and its presidential candidate, and before the tribunal in good time. We therefore want to state that we will not fail in our duty and responsibility given to us as mandated by the Nigerian people to ask our supporters to march down to INEC offices nationwide in a non-violent protest, which is allowed by law. This is to curtail the flagrant disobedience to court order by INEC and any other institution who may wish to do so now or in the nearest future. Thank you very much for listening. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We will entertain questions. And when INEC actually went to court to challenge our position or ask for the order of the court to allow them to reconfigure the beavers machine, the same request was made at that time. And you remember the judge said that the order has already been given. And so a repeat of that request will be abuse of the court order. In a very democratic society, once an order is being given by a competent jurisdiction of court, it is expected that until that particular order has been respected before they could even listen to INEC. So in other countries, they wouldn't have even listened to INEC at all in the first place. They would have, first of all, ensured that they carry out the first order given to them before they make another request for another order. That is actually what is supposed to have been obtainable. But unfortunately, in our position, while an order was given and flagrantly disabused and refused to be adhered to, the court still gave them another grant of order on their own request. That, of course, gave them the feeling that they can easily ignore the order of the court. As we speak, INEC has already started configuring the beavers machine for the 18th of election, 18th March of election, which is, of course, contradictory. They cannot pick and choose which order they are going to take, because what it simply means is that INEC is picking and choose what it wants. As we speak, leadership of INEC should have been arrested and been jailed for disobeying the court order.
My people, I don't watch the video. And I don't see, say, the way the matter they go, make this matter no go turn to NSASO. Because now small night they start, my people. Now when we say the Labour Party teams don't they talk, say, if INEC no agree corporate, may no do wetin the court tell them to do, then go call for protest and everywhere go shut down. So right now then they let the INEC they understand. So the Nigeria people now, a lot of people, other party they worry, say, make this thing no go turn to NSASO, because then they call on the Obidient family nation worldwide, may they do it, may they get up and start the protest. Each state for Nigeria where these Labour Party people, Obidient people, they made them start their protest. Since where INEC no one give, no one respect court order, and also no one let Peter Obi lawyers get access to the beavers. My people, this matter go hard though. And the thing wey be say they can be say, maybe INEC no one made the access to the beavers. Maybe they wait after election, because INEC already request, say they won't refigure the beavers because of, say, they won't do election. Just that they supposed to do the governorship election last week. My people, they supposed to do last week on the 11th of March. But they not do them after court grant INEC. So INEC can postpone the election, governorship election. So now that one, maybe now that one make the Labour Party come dey suspect, say e get wetin the INEC people wan try to flush comot for inside the beavers, wey be say e make them dey postpone this governorship election. Maybe if to say they do the election last week on the 11th, maybe they no go fit flush many evidence where the Labour Party need. That is why they postpone the election till on the 18th, which is March, my people. My people, this matter don't get as it be, my people. So we just pray, say, hey, make another protest like NSAS, make you not go start, my people, because the way the matter they throw leg they go, it be like say this thing they don't want you soft and take whole arm again. No. All right, my people, as I come across the news of Labour Party people and INEC and Tinubu na to make a can come here to come share with you. Make una let me know waiting on that. Think for the comment section. And if una never subscribe, make una subscribe to my YouTube channel so that una no go miss any latest gist way I dey upload. Una bye bye till I come on our next time. Bye guys. See you guys in my next video. Bye guys.